In this video, I'm going to make Minecraft in Fortnite and show you how to do it as well. Use creator code SvenP1205 so I can afford real Minecraft. Just kidding, I already have that. I actually made this into a 1v1 map, and if you want to play on that, the code is on the screen and in the description. Anyways, let's get started with how to build this. The galleries you can see on the screen right now, and the first thing that we want to do is make a grass covered dirt block. From the brown cliff grass gallery, this is the block that we're gonna get. It's sort of a cave, but we want to change its shape a little bit because it's a little bit too long and a little bit too tall. I'm helping out with that, with using a wall and a flat grass block. Then we just gotta make sure that those blocks fit on the sides and on the top. This way it will be the correct shape. Then I'm gonna just resize a little bit the grass blocks, make them a little bit less wide to cover the sides of these blocks. Just like in Minecraft. For most of this build you wanna use grid snap 1 or 2, but for this you gotta turn that down a little bit to 32 or 16 or something in order to get these grass blocks placed perfectly. As you can see, I'm making the nature here. It's a little bit slow, but eventually I'll start copy-pasting a lot. Right now I'm starting off with a 1v1 ramp, because that will be the game mode for this map. It looks really nice, I think, to have the ramps go down like this. So that is grass blocks. The next one is going to be dirt blocks. And that is of course much easier, because we don't need to have the grass on the top. And we'll just be using the same prop as on the other one, just without that. And now I'm copy-pasting this, and I'm just gonna place this all around this whole thing. It will eventually be pretty glorious. The dirt I'm gonna place a lot of wheat on, so it will look kind of like a little Minecraft farm around here. This again, very easy to just copy paste, and it will be covering the whole place. Just gotta make sure it's at the right height. Now it's time to start building with stone. The same idea applies as earlier. Notice how even though I put 2 of these stones on top of each other so that they're overlapping each other, it still looks like it's just one block. The pattern from one block to another carries over, and I really like that about these blocks. What I'm building now is a glorious cave, and since we're pretty close to the bedrock actually, there might be some diamonds in there. I'm building a lot with these stones like this. It's actually a very long and tedious process, so copy-pasting really helps. Then you can place 3 blocks or more at the same time. In Minecraft fashion, I'm mixing stone, dirt and grass to make it extra natural looking. It almost looks like real life. It's now time to make a little chest. This little stick that I'm placing here, resizing a little, is going to be the edge of a box in Minecraft. Look at all the corners of the box. You can see a black line like that. This stick is from the ring gallery, and I really like how this block looks. From the cube gallery, I'm just gonna place a brown cube in there, and then a grey cube as the keyhole for the chest. And now it looks like an awesome Minecraft chest. I really like the end result for this. It's super simple, but you can so easily see that it's a Minecraft thing. I'm gonna use a hyper-realistic trees mod here. So these trees are not gonna be super blocky like in Minecraft. They're gonna be blocky, but the blocks are going to be a little bit smaller. It's gonna look a lot better and also kind of different. But in true Minecraft fashion, the trees here would have been way bigger. But as you may have noticed, all of the blocks that I've been using in this game has been a lot bigger in proportion to what they would have been in Minecraft. That will be basically every one of them except for these trees. So you could say that it's the trees that is the right size. There are ways of making a Minecraft world that is a lot more correct in proportion to the size of normal blocks in Minecraft. But I really like the blocks that I've been using for stone and dirt, and eventually will be using for sand here. And you can't resize them small enough, so I wanted to use these and do it this way. This is one of my favorite parts of the build. This is where we find diamond. I mean, make diamond. The cube gallery has both of these shades of light blue, so I'm just placing these all over the place so that it will look like the pattern on diamond. And then I'll eventually just copy paste all of it and place it inside of the cave. I'm gonna make the Enderman as well. I'm using one of these black blocks from the cube gallery, stretching it out, and that I'll use for the arms and the legs and the body and the head. For Enderman eyes, also from the cube gallery, there's some of them that are glowing pink, and also they can't be resized smaller than this. So I'm just gonna make a very nice monobrow on top of these guys here, so that their eyes will be a little bit more flat and not look as squarey. And then I'm just tilting the head a little bit, and there we go. Glorious Enderman. The parts right here are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna skip a lot of it. Just gonna put some lava in here, some diamonds. I'm actually just gonna copy paste the diamond pieces and just place them on stone. And make sure they're covering on the bottom and on the top as well, because diamond blocks of course has this pattern on all of its sides. Then I'm just placing a little minecart in here, and a little torch, and also a fence around this whole thing. The fence doesn't look exactly like the Minecraft fence, and I could have done something that makes it look exactly like that, but I kind of like the design of this fence here, and it's pretty simple and easy, so I just went with this. It looks really good, I think. Consider it a Minecraft texture pack. For the next part, I'm making the sand, and they look so good. Again, just making sure it's at the same size as the wall. It's probably easier to just stretch it out to be at the same size as the wall, rather than putting a bunch of blocks on top of each other like I did here. And the reason why that is easier is especially because when you start copy-pasting this kind of stuff later, which I will be doing later in this video, and by that I mean copy-pasting like 10 of these at a time, which is what you'll need to do to make the nature more effectively when you're making it bigger. It takes a lot of time to do that, but I'll get more into that later. Now I'm just filling a little bit more grass here, and also I'm gonna just resize them a little bit to make the grass exactly like it is in Minecraft by making it super tall and not very wide. Then there will be these little blocks sticking out here that when you walk across there it's gonna look really natural and really nice. I'm gonna make more nature now, but this time I'm gonna be copy pasting much more in a bulk, so that I'll be making the nature much more effectively. These 24 props that I'm carrying right now adds up to 6 blocks, so this is 2 rows of 3. And now that I've kind of placed it in sort of a position that I like, I'm gonna be copy pasting more of them at the same time. It looks super weird right now, but once I add a little bit of stone here and there, and some grass, I'll be able to fill in the blanks, and you can probably already imagine that this will actually look really good. So now we can see this from a little bit of an overhead view here, and there I'm adding some grass blocks on top of there. And on this other side I'm gonna do exactly the same thing basically, and also add a little sand there, and it looks so good if I have to say so myself. Over here I'm making a little bit of a different kind of landscape, It will be a flat grass area with endermen and trees, and had I spent a little bit more time on this map, I'd have made some cows and some sheep as well, which is pretty doable in Fortnite Creative. If you guys end up enjoying this video, I might make some other Minecraft stuff in Fortnite. By the way, the giant flat grass that I'm copy pasting right now, you can see that there is some of those large grass pieces sticking out there. And when I'm just using this one to place here and there, it will create sort of a random effect for where the grass ends up, which is pretty cool, I think. When most of this place is outlined, I'm just gonna fill in some gaps by using this block here, and also place it down by the water some places to give it sort of a more of a gradual feel. There's also a couple of areas where there's holes in the grass that I need to fill in with these. Also just placing them here and there for some random effects, creating the height a little bit different here and there, is really cool, I think. For the next part, I'm gonna have a little classic square Minecraft castle right here. For just some variety, I'm gonna use some of those castle blocks there. Imagine they are... I don't really remember the name of it on top of my head, but it's the one that you get when you cook stone and put 4 of them next to each other. Like a stone brick or something. So we're gonna have a nice little crenellation on top here. To make building this a little faster, I'm just copy pasting this. As you can see, the crenellation sticks out one wall from the ground and goes around the whole thing. And on the corners, I'm just having this stone here to make it look nice. Then I'm just gonna copy paste all of the stone bricks that I'm using the castle wall prop for. And then I'm placing a huge stretched out stone block on the top. And for a little extra bonus, making some furnaces. This is a regular stone piece that I've been using here. Just placing 2 of them on top of each other and stretching them out a little bit and putting a torch in between there. If you have watched this far without skipping, I really appreciate it. You're awesome. If you did skip to the end, however, you're still awesome, but you won't get a satisfaction of knowing this. Anyways, let's walk around there and see how the end result turned out. Imagine something like this as an adventure map. You gotta mine for resources in order to buy weapons. And at night, fiends spawn. Of course, you would also be able to build. Maybe the terrain could be destructible, just like in Minecraft. It would require me to use different blocks than this though, partly because these are so big. I do also find that Fortnite Creative is a little bit lacking when making an extensive game mode like this. But if you guys think that would be something interesting, just let me know and I'll think about it at the very least. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed.